All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Bern, and today is day 3 of Advent of Code, and I'll present the solution here. So let's get right into it. Today is about filling rucksacks with items. So in our input, we have like different lines of code, and each letter in there corresponds to one item. And importantly, like capital case W and lowercase w, for examples, are different items. And then what we want to do is the first half of the letters is in the first compartment, or the first half of the items is in the first compartment, the second half of the items is in the second compartment. And we want to know which item is in both compartments. And then once we found this item, we want to calculate its priority. So we have lowercase items or lowercase letters corresponding to priorities 1 to 26, and uppercase items or uppercase letters corresponding to priority 27 to 50. And then we want to get the sum of the priorities. How do you do that? So we need a few functions. Obviously, we want to be able to read the input, and split lines gets rid of the new line character. Then we want to be able to calculate the priority of a letter. So I did this by first distinguishing if the letter is uppercase or lowercase. If it's uppercase, we just look at the order. We use the order function, so that gives the Unicode of a specific letter. And then we subtract the so conveniently all the letters are sorted or have sorted Unicode characters. So what we do is we take the order of the letter, subtract the order of the capital A letter, and then because we want capital A to be mapped to 27, we add 27 in the end. Similarly, for lowercase letters, we take the order of the letter, we subtract the order of lowercase a, and then because lowercase a should be mapped to 1, we add 1. So we just do a little test in order to make sure that actually worked out. So for example, lowercase b should be 2 and capital case B should be 28. If you run this, the test passes, so that's good. Looks like we did something not too stupid here. Another thing we need is to split the lines. So the first half of the line is the first compartment and the second half of the line is the second compartment. So we just simply index the line with all the way up to half, and from half to the end. We can also do a little test in order to make sure we didn't take off by one error here or so. And again, it seems that it works out. And then for the final code, we need the priority of each line. So then again, we split the line into two parts, L1 and L2. That's like the first compartment and the second compartment. Then we want to know about the intersection. So we convert both the string corresponding to the first half into a set, and the string corresponding to the second half, we also convert it into a set. And then we evaluate the intersection as the common item. So that's like a set should be a set with one element. So in order to get the element out of the set, we call pop on the set, and then we apply the priority function to get the priority. And then the total priority is just the sum of the priority of the line for each line. We have a little test input, and we know that for this test input, the total priority should be 157. So if you run the test, we actually get that result. So looks like we've done something right, and we can run the whole program and get a result which turns out to be correct. So for part 2, it's slightly different. So each line here corresponds to the backpack of one elf, and we want to know for each 3 lines, there's like 3 elves, and they have a same badge in each of the backpacks. And we want to know the badge, so the common item between all 3 elves, and again calculate the priority. So for part 2, we can reuse the read input and the priority function from part 1. And then we have a common item function, which takes 3 lines as an input. And first it calculates the common elements between line 1 and line 2, again by using sets and then intersection between them. And then we calculate the common item between all 3 of the lines by taking the common items between the first 2 of the lines and intersecting it with the third line. And then again, we call pop in order to get the element out of this set, which should be a single element. Yeah, and in order to get the total priority, we iterate through the lines, but like up to the third of the length of the line. And then we always have like the line at index 3 times I, the line at index 3i plus 1, and the line at index 3i plus 2, and calculate the common item between those lines. This is the batch. And then we calculate the priority of the batch and add that to the total priority. Again, we do a little test. In this case, the test input should give a result of 70. That works out nicely. So we can run the whole program and gives us a result, which also turns out to be correct. All right, hope you enjoyed day 3 and good luck with the rest.